Hey guys, everybody ready? Awesome, so let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about just kind of a brief intro of some of these selections of e-commerce stuff that we at webFEAT Complete do. Just kind of be going over just sort of the basics of it, so everyone kind of gets a rundown. And if you're deciding to either start an online business or e-commerce, or even trying to take your own website, convert that to e-commerce, or even just looking to go to the next level, there's going to kind of be some details in here for everyone. All right, so let's get started. All right, first off, about who we are here at webFEAT Complete. We've been doing this in the trade for about 20 years. And one of our main things we do is just want to help other people achieve success when it comes to online digital marketing and kind of stepping up into that next level of online development. We do a number of marketing services, design, e-commerce, SEO, social media management, all sorts of kind of ads and stuff for you here. We've run numerous digital campaigns for businesses, not only locally, but nationally as well. And we kind of consider ourselves one of the forefront leaders here in Cincinnati as well as nationwide. All right, here's just a rundown of some of our online services that we've offered to other people here. Done a number of different kind of e-commerce sites just to take a look at some of them. It's kind of going to be a little bit of everything. We do things from industrial equipment to online software development and sales that way. So we do kind of just a little bit of everything here, and we're very proud of kind of the help we've done for people. All right, so let's get into some of the nitty-gritty of e-commerce here. Okay, first off, what is e-commerce? I think these days a lot of people know kind of what it is. You go to Amazon or you go to your favorite bookstore and you order your product online, it gets shipped to you. And that's really from a customer's perspective. From setting up a online e-commerce store as a manager or a business owner can be kind of a headache to get into if you don't kind of know what's going on first. So one of the big things is deciding what kind of platform you want to do, what kind of products you want to sell, getting those products online. How are you going to take in transactions? Are you going to sync your system to QuickBooks or inventory, accounting, and then getting it actually out to people, from email marketing and all sorts of different types of marketing as well. We're trying to convert somebody's business from brick and mortar to something that can actually go nationally or even internationally in just a heartbeat. And kind of once you have that set up, it's getting that marketing, getting that SEO to make sure everybody knows about you and what you sell and what differentiates you from your competition. So e-commerce is basically just taking your existing business model. A lot of older companies still, use pen and paper, use different types of accounting software that they use internally, whether they're taking phone calls and such. It's much easier and much more streamlined way to get your systems converted into a web format. Basically, convert your business model from your sales team to your design team, and basically creates a flow on your website so that everything from the user first steps into your system, from when they get their product, everything can be automated. So it's kind of like a little bit of a turnkey thing here, other than getting the products out to people. So it's a really good way to take your business to the next step. All right, so in selling online, there are a number of different ways to do it. One of the forefronts that we do here is a service called WooCommerce. And that's basically your cell phone store that you control and that you can create your own products, put everything on there, and you have full access from the moment a customer comes in to when they leave out. However, there are a number of services. Obviously, you can sell products through third-party resellers. everyone kind of knows about Amazon. And when you go onto Amazon, you're not necessarily buying them from Amazon. Most bigger companies have Amazon storefronts, which they basically will enter their product data into there, and basically it just goes into Amazon's big system and delivers that content to customers. Things like eBay do that as well. And there are certainly ways to sync, so you can sell via your online store, which kind of cuts the fees that Amazon takes, but you can also sell through Amazon so you get the visibility as well. So there are multiple different ways of integrating your business into your own site, as well as many other third-party systems. All right, so you've got your website now. Now, one of the main things is getting kind of digital marketing out there for your products. Things like Facebook, Amazon ads, AdSense services, of getting everything you want out to other people. There are a million different ways to sell products online. Most people would think of just having selling a t-shirt, so the person can pick red t-shirts to blues t-shirts. But a lot of different services online are not necessarily products. So you could sell, say, software as a service. There are also different things. You could sell event bookings. People think of things like Ticketmaster and such, where you're not necessarily buying a product, but it's just going to be a digital download for you. So many different kind of options for products for your businesses to get out there. All right, one moment. All right, now we're going to be getting into kind of the nitty-gritty. We've kind of gone over an overview of what e-commerce does, what it can sell for your company. So right here is a slide for payment gateways and shipping. So payment gateways is basically the connection that creates from your website or, say, Amazon to your bank account. A gateway is basically a middleman, which provides, for one, protection for you from people trying to steal data, make faulty transactions. They generally will require a variety of different kind of services and suites for security for you. The two biggest ones that we use here at webFEAT Complete is Authorize.net and PayPal. Stripe is a kind of really upcoming one as well. It's actually been around for a few years. Each one is a little bit different, and it's going to depend on your business model which one you want to choose. Stripe and PayPal are fairly easy to use, but a lot of times people kind of complain about the rates. Each one of these, the fees are typically going to be dependent on the volume of transactions that you're moving, either from daily or from a yearly perspective. And there are definitely different ways to kind of negotiate contracts from a business perspective with these companies to get better rates. So once again, that payment gateway is basically just the connection piece that can funnel money from your website and from your customers' either credit card or their own PayPal accounts through it into your bank account. Next thing is shipping. Obviously, this is only going to matter with physical products. So if you're trying to sell an item online, you're going to want to get accurate rates sent to the customer. This is most easily done via either a plugin or a system which can directly interface your website and your product data with FedEx and UPS's online services to deliver them back those rates automatically. So I know if we've gone on to, if you've ordered a product online, you'll see that instant rate come up there. And that's done basically by connecting your website with either FedEx or UPS or United States Postal Service, as well as DHL and a number of other different services. So in doing that, one of the main things you'll need to have is accurate weights and dimensions put into your products so they can correctly interface with those systems. Another thing that, if you've ever gotten a order off Amazon, you'll notice that they'll send you the estimated shipping date, and they can also send you, updates on that even through, text notifications. And if anybody here has the app, you can actually track the truck as it's driving down to you to see how many stops away, and then generally the UPS or the Amazon driver will actually just send you a picture of your package the moment it's delivered. Obviously, not everybody can do it as complex as Amazon, but getting the shipping details as well as the emails and even text sent to the client is actually relatively easy these days. So all that's basically just kind of integration that we can do that basically will automatically integrate your site from an API perspective to whatever shipping service you want to have provided. All right. One of the next things that some people don't always think about is inventory management. A lot of businesses are very used to having QuickBooks or their own ERP or internal system, even from something like an Excel sheet for tracking inventory, or either your warehouse has its own system for tracking what's in stock. A lot of times those systems can be synced to your website. Most ERPs have some system for getting that data web ready so that that data can be sent back and forth from your website and back to your warehouse. It's a complicated system sometimes for getting everything to work, but generally these systems will feed into each other and talk back and forth. So let's say if an item is out of stock in your warehouse and one of the warehouse workers either records that or sets that ship date on it, once it's getting picked up from whatever distributor that you have, it can send that data back to your website to either say, take the product off the website, or just show the quantity is 0, or you can do like a requested quote for that product. So there are multiple ways to do that with different systems, but it's mainly just getting your system to talk to your website. Multiple ways to do that. There's even manual ways to do it. If you just have some web presence person, just talk every 5-10 minutes a day just to enter in that data on the website, and you're done. All right. Okay, any questions so far in the chat, anybody? All right, that's LTL. Hard to see. Get some clarification on that? Oh, do you mean freight? Okay, yeah. Freight shipping, got it, is, yes, I would say it is certainly harder. The biggest thing with freight shipping is generally the kind of contracts and how people will ship, larger orders would be basically stocking that unit. The costs and fees are generally much higher, and it's not generally used specifically for traditional e-commerce transactions. The reason being, most of the time when you're doing an LTL or a freight transaction, you're going to be shipping much larger quantities. And a lot of consumers typically won't be buying in those quantities online. They'll generally be going directly to a sales representative or somebody at the other company in order to, you probably wouldn't want to, you can do it via an LTL plugin, just the fees and the kind of work that goes into it would be much more complicated. So it's something you can do if you're a very large business, but once you kind of are that large and shipping that quantity, you'll really be preferring to go directly and negotiate those rates with either the client or with your DHL or contract you have. That's how typically larger Fortune 500 companies will be selling and packaging those larger quantities. All right. One other thing I want to cover here is in regards to both shipping as well as inventory management. These days there are multiple ways where you may not want to have physical product on hand. One of the words that people come up with is drop shipping, where typically you will have multiple either warehouses or smaller hubs, which can be owned by you or can also be shared. So you can actually have your product in different locations and it can be sent out to those clients. Generally means faster shipping time, means you don't have to necessarily keep the product on stock. There are also many services which will actually just create product for you, store it in a warehouse, and you can integrate sites so that basically they will generate whatever product you want. Generally over a time scale, generally anywhere from a week to 3 months, depending on how complicated the product is, and can get that to customers. So even if you have an idea, you don't necessarily have to always keep that product on hand. So there are a number of different services online for both drop shipping and kind of product fulfillment services, as they're often called. Okay, accounting. Everybody's favorite subject here. So as annoying as some people find accounting, it is absolutely one of the most crucial parts to any business, as I think we all know. So integrating your website into your accounting services is something that we really find super important. Luckily enough, these days, whether you're using QuickBooks or Quicken or some kind of desktop services for running your accounting processes, generally there's going to be 100 different ways to connect that to your website. So typically it would be, we would store transaction volume for a day, and we would create a system which would then send over to your QuickBooks, what was sold, customer's account name, their ID, name, phone number, everything, into your QuickBooks so that you can then run through those transactions the next day. You can also integrate your website with your bank account for just kind of getting that data sent between the tubes. Bigger businesses will generally use a bigger ERP system, and luckily enough these days most of them are taking full advantage of the fact that people are using like WooCommerce, the Joomla, smaller websites to do their online services, so they really do offer a whole suite of ways of getting that data integrated into your sites. It's also a thing that can talk back. Some people will do inventory management as well in QuickBooks, so we can actually have the system talk back and forth if you're tracking inventory that way. It also will go directly into your bank account, and all the records are there. So even if you are at times inputting manual transactions into QuickBooks, at the end of the day, all that data will basically just seamlessly go into your inventory management system, or sorry, your accounting management system, like QuickBooks. All right. Next topic is more focused on getting yourself out there. Everybody knows that you can have this brand spanking new website and that you think everybody's going to love, and it's been sitting there online for a month, and you feel kind of baffled that I've made 2 sales. I have this great site, easy to use, easy to follow, it's a product everybody loves, but I'm not selling anything. So the biggest thing here would be getting yourself out there, which generally means generally a marketing campaign, generally an online marketing campaign. One of the biggest things I would say is email marketing works very well. Obviously, we've got a number of things down here at the end. Social ads, promotions, SEO, giveaways, contests, and getting your marketing on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, especially doing Google Ads, etc. But no problem to that. So there's whole different ways to get your products out there. So obviously webFEAT complete to all the services that are listed below. So if you have any further questions on kind of the marketing component, our team is always here to help you with it. All right, a focus on email marketing. Some people don't like the what some people consider spam emails all the time that get sent into their inboxes. But the fact is, email marketing works. but getting it to work can be slightly difficult. Obviously here I've got some little ideas here. So is the email subject catchy? Is the content on your brand? Is it something that people want to see? And are you focusing on the correct demographic or group that you want to be? But email marketing is not just sending a random group newsletter to a bunch of people to tell them about your product. These days, we've got a lot smarter ways of basically using email marketing. One of the biggest things is trying to get customer retention. So let's say you have a person on your website who you're going through their website and you see and we can track this on our end, obviously, you can kind of see where the user flows. Different things, from Google Ad Management, as well as just Google Analytics as well. We can kind of focus in on where customers are leaving. So if customers logged in, they're looking at your brand new ATV, and they've been on the page a while, they add it to their cart, and they get to the checkout process and you see they leave. So that should be a red flag to say, okay, how can we get this person back? One of the ways we can do it through email marketing is to say, okay, so we had this user, they had this product, they looked at it, and the system is going to say, okay, I'm going to wait a day and a half, maybe at 4 o'clock when I think they might be really interested in this product. And the system can automate it, basically send them, hey, here's this coupon code. We noticed you were looking at this product. Some people will find that a little invasive, so it's easier to try and kind of make it seem as friendly as possible, because obviously we're using all this technology, which can scare some people, so we want to make it have a human touch as possible. So there are a variety of different ways. Say a person logs into your site and they're interested in the brand new pair of sneakers. You probably noticed online that what you look at can follow you around. Basically through a system of ads, as well as just kind of content marketing services, which basically deal with these ads. They will follow you around on the internet, which is annoying as it is. I can tell you the number of times that I've looked at a product, said, whiffled, waffled on it for a while. Then I see it again, I'm like in a better mood that day. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go and buy those sneakers. So it's basically just focused on using digital marketing to effectively get your content out to customers. And there's obviously the very fine scalpel method of finding your exact demographic, and then there's always the shotgun method for just getting everything out there. And it's really going to depend on your industry and kind of who you're looking to get to buy your product. Okay, another really good idea that people are using these days, a lot of people are buying things like Netflix, they're buying subscription boxes, they're buying all sorts of things that automatically basically take a little bit of money out of your bank account every day. So we generally will call this either software as a service or a subscription-based service. These are a huge way to increase revenue. Even if it may not be in your business model, everybody knows that you buy a box of tissues off Amazon, you'll always notice that there's that one little button there that says, oh, hey, do you want to start this on auto renew so you'll get this box of tissues every month? And there's a reason places like Amazon and everyone else are trying to do this. One is in a kind of ease for the customer, so that they don't have to go through your website every single time they want to get a box of tissues, and it just goes to their door. People are buying all sorts of sweet boxes and different kind of like Father's Day, I got my father a subscription to basically a dad box, which comes with all sorts of things that dads like, and it'll basically just be delivered every month. So I thought this was a good idea, just as kind of a fun thing for him. But from a business perspective, it means your clients are basically already set into this system where they will be paying every month. And I think a lot of people know that sometimes you signed up for that Hulu HBO account 6 months ago to watch Game of Thrones, and then you never use it after the series came to an unfortunate end. So a lot of times we can get revenue even if the clients aren't necessarily using that service. Some people find it a little sketchy, but they always have the option there to use your service. So it's another thing to focus on, especially in this industry where people aren't going out. I know a lot of people are ordering things from their grocery store, they're ordering everything. So it's a good time now, especially to take advantage of automation with your products and automation within those transactions. All right, and that comes to the conclusion here. Oh, we do have an upcoming webinar. We can go back here. We have an email marketing, which is going to further focus on some of the things I've put in here, and that's coming August 5th. All right. So any additional questions, guys? All right, well, I don't see anything in here. Anybody has anything last? If not, we made this short and sweet. I hope everybody kind of learned a little bit of something here. And, obviously contact us at any time if you want to kind of expand your e-commerce or your business model here. And send an email to sales@webfeatcomplete.com for any more info. All right, guys, thanks for being here. And everybody have a wonderful and safe day.